For the first time in my life, I'm wanted. This picture of me in IDF uniform spread all around Palestine. So much so that even my Palestinian Israeli friends have seen it. Therefore, I got a clean shave, threw on some sunnies, and yallah, ala Palestine. Why is it so empty? Like, why nobody comes? حرب. شو اسمك؟ אז איפה כל המתנחלים, לא באו?
מודיעין שלך. מצלם אותי במצלמה, הוא מתחיל לשאול שאלות.
זה פלסטין, זה ישראל כל פלסטין, זה ישראל כל פלסטין.
עכשיו הייתי בישראל.
Every tree has been cut down. Those are trailers. Once they put trailers, they claim the land.
I'm Israeli.
Yeah. I know you are. Welcome here.
I'm in Haifa.
أهلا وسهلا.
A house was bombed there today, and 2 days ago, 4 people were killed there.
بدهم يقتلونا، بدهم يذبحونا، بدهم يخلونا نهجر هالبلاد، لا يعني. يا عمره 36 وين بدك؟
شو حلمك يعني؟
نعيش مبسوطين مرتاحين يعني.
Alright, so we're leaving Tel Aviv right now. We're going to Ramallah. This is, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, this is Saud from Ramallah.
So I'll tell you the quick story. This guy has been donating to my Patreon for a while now, and we were chatting, kind of like pen pals, emailing each other and stuff. And he told me that he was coming to visit Israel and the Palestinian territories this October. And it just so happened that the war broke out.
Yeah, one thing distinguishes the Palestinian cities and villages is when you see green and it's a little bit of a high green, that means it's a mosque. Mosques now are marked with a green color. So anytime you pass by a Palestinian village or city and the mountains, if from far away to recognize it's a Palestinian territory area, you'll see the green mosque high, I would say the place where they do the azan.
The azan, the call to prayer?
Correct, the azan is the call to prayer.
I don't get it. So we didn't enter the Palestinian territories until now, or what? In 1995, Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin and PLO Chairman Yasser Arafat shook hands in Tabba, Egypt, and signed Oslo II, an agreement which divided the West Bank into areas A, B, and C. Area C, which 150,000 Palestinians and 400,000 Israelis call home, forms 61% of the West Bank and is administered solely by Israel. Areas A and B are subdivided into 165 enclaves of land that have no territorial contiguity and are divided by numerous checkpoints. It is legally a crime for an Israeli Jew, such as yours truly, to enter Area A. Oh yeah, so here we have an Israeli settlement. Which,
That we want to record you.
yeah, you see
But the soldiers will freak out though.
We just passed an Israeli settlement, and I think I got it on camera. There were a lot of soldiers guarding the settlement. They're on high alert now because we're at war.
Okay, as you see on this road right here, this is actually 1 minute away from the entrance of Ramallah. It's so dark, and when you're driving down to your village or city out of Ramallah, you know, all of a sudden sometimes the soldiers will pop in front of you, and there's no flashlights or anything, and it's really dangerous because you don't know whether to stop or slow or keep going, and if you keep going you might get shot. So it's really dangerous, especially at the high tension time right now. So it'll be a lot hopefully better if any soldiers pop in between these street, you know, in dark, to have some flashlights to alert the people driving. I've been using the Palestinian rental car here in the Palestinian territory. It's a lot easier to move around in here.
Yeah, so this is a rental car from the Israeli airport. And then you use this when you move around inside Palestine.
Correct, correct.
So here inside Palestine, I'm going to be driving this car with a green license plate. And then if I have to do any cheeky missions going back to Israel, then I'll take the yellow license plate. When you have a yellow license plate in Palestine, then you do get a lot of attention. It's a lot more likely that the police will search you. And that's also why we were very careful with the weed that I smuggled from Tel Aviv. So I'm staying in the Palestine Plaza Hotel in the Palestine Trade Tower. It's the best hotel in Palestine. I'll show it to you properly tomorrow. How can I afford the best hotel in Palestine, you ask? Well, I can't. Let's just say that there's a lot of people in Palestine who like to watch my videos. What can you see from here? Ramallah? Okay.
Ramallah, Tel Aviv, but you cannot see Tel Aviv now.
On clear days you can see Tel Aviv, no?
Oh yeah.
It's actually incredibly empty. Why is it so empty? Like, why nobody comes? يعني فيش ناس بالأوتيل.
مش ناس هذا.
ليش؟
حرب.
حرب. ناس متخفش من يعني راحت من جنين من
الحين أهل جنين ما يقدروا يجون. جيروزلم ما بيجون، إسرائيل ما بيجون، from out of country ما يجون، كله ما فينا فرق.
شكرا.
اللي بيجوا هون الموظفين who's working here from الله.
Okay. They don't play games here in Palestine. This whole thing is called breakfast. All right, so I've come to Manara Square, Ramallah. This is where all the protests happen, the Lion Square. And it seems like they've already one-upped me. There's a professional TV crew over here. They probably came for the same reason. Do you know when people will start coming?
After half an hour.
Okay. And do you reckon they will go burn tires later?
Yeah.
Which channel are you guys? Al Hurriya. Hello. Do you speak English? ولا أنا بدي واحد واحدة وين محلك؟ مسكرة لا؟ كمان شوي شكرا. الله يخليك. السلام عليكم. فلسطيني صح؟ How much? كم؟ اوكي شكرا. سيلفي؟ سيلفي؟ شو اسمك؟
تميم.
Tamim? أنا بورخس. It's a Friday, so as you can hear, there's a call to prayer. I believe after the prayer, everybody will come and start protesting. So I tried to get to the roof of this mall because I thought I could get a nice view of Manara Square over here. And I talked to the guard here and he said that it's basically become Al Jazeera's headquarters here in Palestine. And because it's Al Jazeera's headquarters, we have lots of photos of Shireen Abu Akleh, the Al Jazeera journalist that was killed. We're taking the stairs again because the elevator isn't working. But look at all these abandoned shops here in this mall. Emtam Jawzik Yamma. And here we have once again the lovely Shireen, the Palestinian-American Al Jazeera journalist. And then here at the top, we have the Al Jazeera logo and pictures of Shireen. Yalla, let's get out of here before they... I want to take a picture of the roundabout from the window. Is it possible? Yeah, the Manara. Yeah.
I ask to director here.
Shukran. I'm from Argentina. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
It's big producer, this head master here.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. My name is Ramadanov.
Nice to meet you, sir. Yeah.
Okay, you can come
Thank you.
Outside in balcony. You can put it.
Thank you. So this is the Al Jazeera headquarters, basically. This is Manara at the Al Jazeera headquarters. Here we have the cops. I gotta be careful that the cops won't arrest me because I don't want to be arrested. Thank you. Okay, it seems like there's not much going on, and this happens every day. But my muhabarat taxi just told me that there's something happening in Rimonim by Mr. Afternoon. America? Argentina, I'm Argentine. Okay, so I'm on my way to Rimonim because I just saw, here it says, בעקבות ניסיון הרצח ופציעתו הקשה שהערבים ביצעו אתמול בחסות המסיק ליד רימונים, תושבים מבנימין יוצאים להפגנה היום בשעה 1:30 בכיכר רימונים. מנחה ותפילה לרפואת הפצוע במקום. So let's go. يا أنا محتاج ريمونيم مش رامون. ريمونيم.
ريمونيم ايش ريمونيم؟ وين بده ينزل بالضبط؟
بالمستوطنة.
مش فاهم. لا انا بقدرش افوت على المستوطنة، انا تاكسي عربي معي.
So just take me off. Tell him to just take me off, to put me on the road, and I'll take a normal taxi and a Jew taxi.
هو بده لو سمحت بس في الطريق للمستوطنة مش جوا، يعني بس في الطريق.
انزله على الشارع الرئيسي وهو بركب مع حدا يعني رايح جاي رايح على المستوطنة.
Yeah.
Show him on the Google Maps location.
Okay, but he's not afraid or anything, right? This is turning into a bit of a nightmare to get there. I mean, look at the state of the roads. I wish I had one of the cars with me, but I walked to the square.
هسه وين هاي الطريق بتروح؟ مسكرة. She's مسكرة. She's
Okay.
closed, you see. She's a walk.
Okay. نفسي اروح لحالي. بس
أنا بقدرش أنزله، حكيت هو بده يروح على ريمونيم، وين ريمونيم هاي؟
يهودي ولا عربي ولا
شو
شو؟
بعرف؟
هات معي.
خذه وصله.
Okay, يلا. This car has a yellow license plate, so we'll be better off. Ah, wow. Respect. Thank you.
ريمونيم؟
ريمونيم. Yes. أنت بتتكلم عبريت؟
كيف؟
أنا كمان.
بصدر اوكي. ما لو مرتا من قدم وين بعيا ارجنتيني اسرائيلي ان بعيا.
كان.
بدوي انا بدوي.
أنت بدوي؟
بدوي تو دافار كاخا يهودي ام يهودي.
كان.
لو كمو عربي زي.
كان.
نو عربي.
ما توصي פה בשטחים.
والله יש לנו כבשים, יש לנו זה, עובדים בישראל, במסעדה, הבעיה בלגן הזה, בעזה, זה סגר הכל, אין לנו עבודה עכשיו, רק כבשים, המצב על הבנים, מה נעשה?
מה אתה חושב על מה שקרה בעזה?
על עזה מה אני אגיד לך, يعني, מג'נונים, באמת, מה עשו בלגן. למה אתה, يعني, מדבר עברית בבלגן הזה?
אבל אני לא מדבר עברית עם אנשים, אני לא מטומטם. תבין.
זה טוב. אתה על האחריות שלי עכשיו. אני אלך, אתה לא הולך. עכשיו אני שומר עליך מאוד מאוד.
תודה חביבי.
עכשיו, אם אני עומד שם ליד חנות, ליד משהו, אל תדבר עברית בכלל.
ברור, כן.
אתה רואה?
כן, אל תדאג, הייתי...
הנה.
כן. אם זה סגור, אז יעני, אין איך ללכת.
נחזור עוד פעם. יש בו צבא. חושבים אתה, יעני, זורק אבנים.
כדור מתתקר. אין, אי אפשר להגיע?
לא אחי, לא טוב. יש לי נשק, זה צבא.
כן, אני רואה את החיילים שם.
הוא חושב אתה יש לך נשק.
כן, מכוונים עלינו, בוא ניסע. It's really hard to move around Palestine during war, really hard.
אם אין בלגן, מרמאללה לבית שלי 10 דקות.
כן.
עכשיו 2-3.
כן, ונגיד...
מירך אולי חצי יום.
אני ישראלי, אני כתב. אני אראה תעודת זהות כחולה אם צריך, בסדר? יאללה, תודה.
טוב שנחכה בו באוטו?
לא, אין בעיה, אחי, תודה. פה זה כיכר רימונים, יעני?
זה כיכר.
זה כיכר רימונים? אז איפה כל המתנחלים? לא באו? לא באו לעשות כאילו... לא משנה, איפה כל הישראלים? לא באו?
מודיעין שלך, מצלם אותי במצלמה ומתחיל לשאול שאלות.
אני מצלם את הכיכר. טוב, יאללה, בוא ניסע. קיצור, יש רק מתנחל אחד, הנה, זה עם הכיפה שלו.
איפה אתה רוצה תחזור עכשיו?
אני צריך לחזור לרמאללה, את האמת. ראית, השוטר לא אהב שאמרתי מתנחלים. So this is an Israeli road pretty much. You can tell by the, well, it has better infrastructure to be honest. But soon enough we'll be back in Palestine. It looks like the Ramallah protests have started. I see a lot of fires over there. So we're gonna go straight there when we get back.
אתה אין בעיה פה.
כן. לי, לא יודע, אם יש פה שוטרים בעיה.
למה?
כי אני לא אמור להיכנס, זה לא חוקי. וואי. כן. So as you saw, soldiers are blocking off all of the entrances so far. We're gonna try Kalandia now to re-enter Ramallah, and if that doesn't work out, I'm gonna have to spend the night in Tel Aviv. The soldiers would simply not let me in, and they might also even fine me or arrest me because it's illegal to enter Palestine, as you see in the signs. עכשיו אנחנו בקלנדיה, לא?
או ג'בא.
ג'בא.
זה ג'בא.
אבל הנה, אני רואה פה חסום גם.
עוד 4 דקות, אחר כך קלנדר.
הנה, בוא נראה. אני רואה אין פה חיילים הפעם. כן. אבל יש צ'ק פוסט, יעני, היו פה חיילים פעם. כן. וואי וואי, תראה איזה בלאגן, כל מקום שרפות.
הנה מונית, אני עכשיו וידאו.
וואי, תודה. וואו. איזה כיף.
מפה לרמאללה 4 שקל.
4 שקל? 40.
לא 40, 4.
4.
4. אם יגיד לך לא, תגיד לו 4.
Okay. No way it's gonna cost 4 shekels. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Now we see Palestinian license plates. That means that I can take a taxi back to Ramallah and I'm good. Oh, and here's the separation wall. Wow, look how destroyed this building is.
אבל תדבר באנגליש, לא בעברית, לא ביי.
So happy I made it back. I didn't believe that I was gonna make it back with all those soldiers. Salam alaikum. English? ممكن. شو هون؟ قولي بالعربي. حدوها.
فيش عقد، فيش ورقة فيها هيك. حدوها عشان ما تغطيش عليهم.
From this forum, kill the Palestine. The Israel kill Palestine. The Israel kill Palestine. في غزة now في غزة building is low.
Yeah.
Qassam in building, not people in building.
نفسي رايح على رامالة. من هون تاكسي في تاكسي؟
اطلع من تاكسي من هون على رامالة.
شكرا. فيش تاكسي.
قديش بياخذوا من رامالة؟
بدك 50 شيكل يعني.
اطلع.
في مخصوم؟ في جندي؟ فيش جندي يعني فيش شيء.
الجندي محل ما كنت واقف في كلنديا.
اوكي.
هلا في رام الله في جيش بس بعيد عن رام الله.
رامالة جندي يعني من فلسطين، Palestinian Authority. ولا انت تاكسي وبس يعني ساعدني؟
انا تاكسي بجوا، هي سيارة تاكسي.
اوكي.
بس جوا عند في اسرائيل هون.
في اسرائيل يعني.
بس طبعا جوا بالقدس. انا مش اسرائيلي، انا فلسطيني.
فاهم.
بس هلا اغلبيه المآتسة والهذا بيشتغلوا برا يعني في تل ابيب في
فاهم. بس عندك يعني
هي مدينه فلسطينيه طبعا وليس اسرائيل. العرب بشكل عام الفلسطينيه والهيك هلا ما بيامنوا باليهود، ما بيامنوا باسرائيل، بس طبعا هلا احنا شغلنا مش معهم، بس شغلنا بنشتغل عشان مصلحتنا وعشان رزقتنا، بنشتغل في الداخل.
ناس منيح في تل ابيب؟ لا. I'm finally back at Manara Square, but it looks like everybody left. Oh. I just bumped my leg. It looks like everybody left. I'll try and find out where they went or if people even came here. English?
Yes.
Yes? Did people come here today? To Manara? No, nothing today. אתה עובד בישראל? אוקיי. איפה?
אני עובד בירושלים. יכול להיכנס לישראל
עכשיו? עכשיו הייתי בישראל. עכשיו. הלכתי לצלם מסתוטנים.
إذا بيشوفوك في هاي المستوطنين مشاكل.
Yeah, I know. I know. يلا حبيبي أنا رايح على الأوتيل. شرفنا يا شباب. So as they said, I didn't miss out on anything. That's Kikar Manara behind me and nothing happened here today. The olive tree is seen by many Palestinians as being a symbol of nationality and connection to Palestine because of their slow growth and longevity.
Every tree has been cut down.
By who?
No dejaron ni un árbol sin cortárselo.
Pero quién son los mistartenin?
Do whatever you want. Who else comes in here other than the settlers?
So Richard has picked us up in his 4x4 because we're going off-road here.
Yeah, I put it on 4x4.
Yeah.
It's on 4x4.
Yeah. We're going off-road here in the Palestinian countryside. As you can see, this is what the roads look like. But you wanna introduce yourself briefly?
Yes, my name is in Arabic and I was born Rashad Saoud. In English in 1965 when I was naturalized as a US citizen as Richard Saoud. That's a week before I enlisted in the Army of the United States of America and I served honorably for 3 years.
In the Vietnam War, you said?
Yes, in Vietnam War, all right. يعطيك العافية عمي. الله يرضى عليك.
He told them be careful from settlers because these Arab settlers don't want you to come.
Most people don't care. I mean, because of fear. They don't pick their olives because they fear of being
attacked.
So people just leave their olives just like that?
Just leave their olives.
And you've been attacked as well?
Yes.
Fucking hell. Wow.
My farm.
Dude, yeah, I'm glad I didn't bring my car.
Pardon my French. Pardon.
This all belong to our relatives on both sides.
Yeah. So in front of us is a settlement where they come from. Do you know the name of the settlement?
It goes from here to Ramallah and does it over there. That's the house of my sons over there, right across from them. You see it?
Yeah.
That's where my daughter and my two sons build homes right over there.
Nice. Do they live in America or here?
They live all in America with all their children. They're not here now. They're too scared to come back.
Oh, I see.
Look where they're expanding their settlements outside. You see those
they're
expanded all over there.
Oh,
where? I can't see, like, where are the actual houses?
To the left, all the way to the left.
Those are trailers.
Oh, I see. Yeah, those.
Oh, okay. Once they put trailer, they claim the land.
What happens if we drive there to where the caravans are?
I don't want to beat the hell out of me or have my truck broken up.
They'll come themselves, you're saying?
Of course.
If you want to meet them, they will come, yeah, uninvited.
I'm sorry to say it, they are fanatics. Extreme right fanatics. They're running in packs to destroy farms, destroy homes, like rabid dogs. Write it down, like rabid dogs. They come and swim in this well. It's my cousin who owns it. Young guys, they come and go and then swim in the water.
They swim in here?
Yeah. No, not water. They go in there and swim because
where the...
Yeah, there's 6 or 7 feet of water.
Wait, can I jump in?
Yeah.
You
You break the lock of the
wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there. They go inside this wall and swim the settlers. Unbelievable.
Oh, what the fuck? Why would anybody want to swim? Yeah, let me try it out.
Are you sure?
No, I'll just go down and see what happens.
Be careful.
There's cobwebs in here. It seems like nobody's been here for a while.
Oh, I can't believe you're going down there, man. That's where the settlers actually come and take a shower in this local well. Oh, gosh. He jumped in the water.
Huh?
How deep is it? Pretty deep. Did you reach it with your feet?
No.
Oh my goodness. You're brave.
Just to understand the situation here, because of the settler violence, then there were Palestinians picking olives. And the only people that would go swim in a well in the middle of the day here are the settlers. So they saw us and they ran away.
You see all those trees, they have been abandoned by Palestinians because it's proximity to the road and to the settlers. They've been abandoned. Look, you can tell they've been abandoned.
Can you tell me about the water situation since there's a well? How often do you get water in the villages here?
Once a week, 1 day a week.
Oh my goodness.
While in the settlements, water is flowing and lawns, whatever, all day long, never cut off. But us, 1 day. After that, if you don't have tanks to store the water for the following week, you're out of water.
Oh my goodness.
And that's Palestinian water from Palestinian land they're taking. Look, this stuff been abandoned. Look, you see, it's not even, it's been abandoned because fear of
the settlers were
settlers.
beaten up.
Yeah.
They actually have beaten up some people.
Many people. They come into cars fully and they park on the freeway and then walk from here.
Oh my goodness. With guns?
Of course, they're always armed.
Would the Israeli police interfere if they called?
They just watch.
Do they push them back?
The army goes behind them and guard them, and they just watch.
This is the Israeli highway.
Is that another village over there?
That's Burqa. One of my workers got killed 3 months ago. It's Qusay.
A settler killed him or a soldier killed him?
No, the settlers. And they know who he is and they know his name. He have taken land above there on the hill with a herd of sheep that some American organization supplies them with, and they go and put a tent and tend to their sheep, and thus preventing the local people from taking their sheep.
Even though they own the land?
If they own the land.
They're not allowed to.
Yeah. And this guy who have tent and own sheep, he's the one of the two that killed Qusay.
Have they ever filed that complaint to the police, the Israeli police?
Did they file a complaint about Shirin Abu Akleh? They're immune.
How about the Palestinian police? Do they help?
Palestine cannot interfere. This is Area C, still under Israeli occupation.
This is Area C, this village 2? This village 2 is Area C, or
just inside the
where
village?
This highway
yeah.
is?
No, just, okay. They cannot get building license, they cannot build homes.
Yeah.
62%.
Under military law, right?
62% of Palestine, after the Oslo agreements, is under Area C.
Can you build a house in
You
here?
cannot build a house, you will not get a license because the Israeli authorities will not give permits for houses. They will not.
Even though you own the land.
And after a while said, hey, you're building without a license, they come and demolish it.
Yeah.
They will give you a license. When you do, it's an illegal building. They will demolish it.
How do they come and demolish? Because I was in Hollandia refugee camp yesterday and they had an airstrike.
Okay. How they demolished 4 or 5 jeeps full of soldiers, followed by a big D9 bulldozer, who's just come and demolish the house. And while he's demolishing it, he's protected by the army. I'll show you some location where they demolished it. I will show you.
Really?
Yeah. And the owner of the houses he was building was demolished is an American citizen of Palestinian descent.
How old are these olive trees? Thousands or hundreds of years?
Oh, the new ones may be 100 years, but the bigger ones hundreds and hundreds of years, because olive trees can live for thousands of years. See, this is the farm where they cut every single olive tree, every single one of them.
All these trees were cut by the settlers?
Yeah.
Show him, I have the farm.
This is where they came through, from here. They didn't leave.
Oh, is that where did they enter?
From here.
From here.
I mean, you saw it when you came back.
Yeah. So they have they come with pliers.
They come with pliers.
They come prepared.
This is Richard's farm, and because of the attacks, he's put barbed wire all around it. But settlers still came here and attacked his farm and cut the barbed wire.
See, this is all the trees that had been cut. They put them and dumped them in here.
So the settlers came over here and they cut his barbed wire fence. As you can see, he's already repaired it partly, and they did it here because it's the lowest point to enter the farm.
Come on over here, you guys.
Coming. Beautiful farm, man.
To me, that's like my babies. I take care of them. I plan in them. I care for them, and I really love that. No, I'm a farmer. I'm an avid farmer. I like to grow things and see them develop and get bigger. And they came through here at night.
Where were you when they attacked?
Nighttime, home.
But did they also like attack you physically or just the trees?
I wasn't here.
Oh, I see.
It's at night with nobody's around except them.
But you don't sleep in the farm, huh?
No, I never. No, I don't sleep in the. I just come here to tend to my trees, have parties, to barbecue, to do things.
Yeah.
Look where they broke all this. Is very hard to replace.
Oh, yeah, they broke the glass.
They broke this.
Yeah.
I think they were jealous of how beautiful it was, honestly.
This is the glass that they broke,
Yeah. They just broke the faucets off, so all the water in all those tanks. See those 5 tanks over there? When they broke it off, look at the water that's been got out of there. This orange tree was nice, it's thriving. They broke it. This is guayava tree, split it in half. They must have been in a hurry.
This is the guayava?
Guayava. No, this is guayava. In Spanish, guayava.
Guayava.
Yeah, see this?
This happened before the war, actually.
Wait, this is in 1st of October.
The war never ends, huh?
Or maybe around 20th of September. See, that broken thing was like this, over there.
Yeah.
They broke it off, so all the water seeped from the water tanks, and we lost the water. And I have 2 barbecues. That one was full of coal. Here, they tipped it over. That barbecue, they tipped it over, and that one there.
Oh, this one.
You know, they tipped it over full of coal. You know, that's what we use when we come in here. Come and look at the view from here, of Deir Dibwan. Look at the beautiful town.
Oh, this is Deir Dibwan, yeah.
This is 95% American citizens.
Palestinian Americans.
Palestinian Americans, and most of them were, you know, Americans born in America, of Palestinian descent.
Yeah. Come closer.
We built it out of pieces of rock.
Yeah.
Inside is built out piece of rock, and it's thick and very cool in here. When we have barbecues, we take out the tables and the chairs, and we sit and we barbecue and have a good time.
You're afraid to come to the farm?
Yeah. I'm afraid because those settlers are so, how do I tell you, give it to you, so aggressive. They don't care who.
Is it justified or not justified? It's not justified, of course.
Well, to them it's justified.
If I would ask a settler, why are you doing this? What do you think they would reply?
This is our home since 2,000 years ago. This is our promised land. This is our land. Those Palestinians, those animals, those non-human beings don't belong here. They are devoid of apathy. They don't have any, because when you kill somebody or do something, why? You don't know him. He never did anything to you. Why would you do him harm?
Innocent.
It has to come out from outside.
Like American,
because they always think the same, whether they're on the right or the left. The occupation, they're all for it. Shimon Peres, he's the one who started the settlements program. And all the Israeli following leaders, they're all, whether on the right or the left, their governments, they're all supported the occupation.
Do you think if there's a moderate Israeli government?
Never, 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 never. The moderates just as much pro-occupation as the others. They'll never get out of here.
I think if there's an Israeli moderate
Never.
government...
The modern people, as the rightist people, they're all for occupation.
But what happened in South Africa? They were all very aggressive. Then they had
you know why?
Moderate
because
government.
The whole world came against apartheid. The whole world. And unless the whole world comes again against apartheid, nothing's going to ever change. Just the status quo for another 1,000 years.
You think we can share the land, maybe?
Unless there's a one country for all, with equality for all.
It's going to be hard to have
a two-state solution. There's no other way.
A two-state solution or one-state solution? You said two-state.
Well, America's been giving it lip service. They do nothing.
Just saying it, but not doing anything.
Two-state solution, and they supply Israel with airplanes, bombs to kill us, billions of economic aid.
If he goes and meet a settler, what would you like him to ask?
Don't waste your time with him.
Yeah.
Do not waste your time trying to talk sense with a settler. This is our sacred land.
No, I'm going.
The land of Israel, the land of David, the land of Moses.
Yeah.
They'll never talk sense to them. If they had any sign of empathy, they wouldn't come and take somebody's land.
So they have no common sense, basically.
It's not common sense. It's not common sense. That's what they believe in. Over there, I have bees, honeybees. 6 months ago, they came at night. They cut the fence of my neighbor. They came in and destroyed all the bees. They opened the box and threw them in, threw them in the wall. When we came, there was no bees.
So now there's no bees at all?
No, I bought some new hives.
Yeah, here they are. And I don't think I'm insured here. And I've never been stung by a bee before, so let's get out of here.
They are the protectors of the thing. If you come close, they'll attack you.
Yeah, these ones.
Yeah. If you come too close, they will attack.
Be careful.
It's
Be careful. Now,
right now,
they're I spent so much money developing this thing. So much money, over $100,000. I spent on this 3/4 of an acre farm. I have fruits of all kind, olives, trees, grapes, you name it, I have it here. And those trees are just a 1.5 years old because I gave them so much good care, they grew up fast. This is firewood, so when we have barbecues, we use firewood for the barbecues. When I invite 30, 40 people, sit down and enjoy and have good times in a big barbecue and their children playing in the play.
Wow, that's beautiful that you built that, yeah. Are they mostly villagers, the people that come for the barbecue? Or
only from there, Dubuan.
From all this village, Dubuan?
People I know, people I like to invite.
Are we invited?
Well, you are. If you want to bring your friends and have a party, you're more than welcome.
So are Palestinians welcoming people or no?
Palestinians are welcome all foreigners who are not aggressive to them.
What if I was Israeli?
What if you were Israeli? I like to have Israeli friends.
Yeah.
I once online I bought 3 hives of honeybees from an Israeli guy in Petah Tikva. Him and his wife were very nice, and I went and visited him. And they sold me the honeybees, and they gave me some fresh avocados, and I wanted to make friends.
So you think
suddenly they will not answer my emails or phones or nothing.
Okay.
I was sad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I wanted to make contact with Israelis and make friends.
Well, I'll answer your emails. Yeah. I'm Israeli.
Yeah, I know you are. You're welcome here.
How do you know?
Any people coming in peace to my home or to my peace are welcome, as long as they are not armed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Armed with a camera.
Them.
Thank you.
After I left the United States Army, 5 years, 1971, I left. I became a police officer.
In the U.S.?
Yeah.
Oakland, California.
Yeah.
And it's not that easy to become a police officer.
How was that?
I loved it.
Oh, that's him when he's a policeman.
In Oakland, California, 1973. Soldier in the United States Army.
Yeah. This was during training or during the
No. This was in South Korea, 1968.
1968.
Yeah, because the army sends you to wherever they want to.
Yeah.
Listen, remember this. The West, including Europe, America, Canada, has been literally hijacked by Zionists. Totally.
How so?
Totally hijacked. They own all the media and the Benjamins. And if you own both, you're in control.
The Jews, you mean?
Or their support.
The Jews in America and the West.
Yeah, but do you think like the Jews control the West and America?
Of course. They own all the media, and it's all pro-Israeli.
No, what about...
and whole billions of Benjamins.
Yeah, but there's lots of anti-Israel media.
Yeah, but those don't matter. They're too little, too small. Yeah. The liberal, pacifist Israelis, they have no value to them. They're a minority. They're called traitors by the Israelis.
They're called traitors?
Yeah, they're traitors. You know who's my greatest international hero? Yes, Che Guevara, vive! ولاد عمنا بس مسالم محترم.
Oh, you just told him I'm Jewish?
Yeah, well, listen, even if you tell him Jewish, you tell him, they're welcome.
Oh, okay.
They are not fanatics.
Okay.
Believe me.
What's your name?
My name is أبو كرم عبد العزيز.
أبو كرم، أنا بتكلم شوي عربي.
حياك الله.
أنا من حيفا. حلو.
أهلا وسهلا.
شكرا.
مع السلامة.
مع السلامة.
You know what settlers are doing? They wait until those guys pick the olives, put them in sacks, and they come in to grab them and steal them.
Oh my goodness.
Read all about it, man.
Oh my goodness.
Who's gonna put it to trial? Nobody. All the inhabitants are not there. Here they're not there. There they're not there. Everybody's in America. She has 5 kids in America. This is abandoned. 5 brothers are in America.
So how come the one is so American?
Because because all of its sons and daughters immigrated to America because of poverty.
Yeah.
No economic thing, no jobs for them, so they go to America.
That's really interesting because...
And then when they have some money, they come and marry a girl from their Dubuan. Like
what is interesting is that nowadays, you said it was poor. Nowadays, if you say in Palestine that you're from Deir Dubuan, you're treated with respect. You're like an elite Palestinian. This is a...
Yeah, because they send remittances to their relatives here and they come and build homes.
Yeah.
I built that house in 1979, mine.
This one?
Yeah, that's my house. And I bought that Mercedes from Tel Aviv in 1998.
This one?
Yeah. In his wedding...
When I got married...
He used it for 3 days in his wedding.
Wow.
Yes,
nice.
You. I really appreciate it.
And I sponsored my uncle, his father.
He got my dad to America.
From Brazil to America, and my uncle brought all his family to America. Yeah. I sponsored him.
Correct. He's a legend, Deir Dubuani guy who helped a lot of people to actually migrate to America. He actually one time shipped a car to Beirut, Lebanon, and he drove it from Lebanon to Deir Dubuan, right?
Yeah.
What?
That's 1963.
1963.
A year before I joined the United States Army.
Yeah.
I'll show you my stash. Not heroin or crack. Stash of food. This is where I store all. Me and my wife do all the food. This is olives from this year we did. Green olives. This is olives from last year, just as good. And this is we do pickles, stuff like that. Honey from my trees. This is, they call it in America, purified butter.
This is the honey from the bees?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can take it if you want.
Oh, thank you, Habib.
No, you can take it, really. Take it.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's nice.
Voila,
this is jalapenos I grow and make them pickled jalapenos.
Wow.
We like to do things on our own, and we're old-fashioned. This is mlokhiyya, dried mlokhiyya. Arabs love mlokhiyya. It's a kind of a green vegetable. Mlokhiyya. Egyptians love mlokhiyya.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now here is fresh picked olive oil. There's 15 kilos, about 33 pounds in each one of them. Most of them going to ship to America.
For selling or for your mates?
For my family. You see this 120 sacks of compost to put in my farm, made in Israel. And this, I buy it from the factory to fill them with olive and give them away to the poor.
Oh, I see, yeah.
And this, freshly squeezed olives. Yeah, freshly squeezed olive oil. about within 3-4 days. It's yours.
Wow. Thank you so
There's
much.
4 liters in here. 4 liters.
Yeah.
When it's fresh, it's kind of a little bit bitter, but the
Wow,
bitterness will
thank
go
you.
away.
That's very nice.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna need a suitcase to go back to Israel.
My phone charge. I'm like my phone. My phone charges, and by noon it's gone.
Yeah. How old are you?
81.
Oh, I see. Okay, so let's try out the honey. You can chew it like gum. Look how beautiful.
Can
that
I
is.
bring a little spoon?
Yeah, of course. I would love that.
100% pure honey.
He will take you for lunch if you come to Haifa, huh?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not interested in going away because
You don't want to come to Haifa?
no, I don't expect any friendly people on the way, back way, road checks, nor blocks, and even my Israeli passport. Some soldiers.
You have an Israeli passport?
No, Palestinian.
Oh.
I mean, American passport. Israeli army.
So you don't
put it
feel
on the ground
welcome
and they
crossing?
stepped on it. On the American passport.
You don't feel welcome to go into
No,
Israel?
no.
Is there a lot of...
I feel like they are. I'm sorry to say that they're fanatics.
All people?
No.
The soldiers and
They are soldiers, government,
Yeah.
police, settlers, even
There's some good ones.
majority of the Israeli people are for occupation.
Here, this is a lot of olive oils.
Listen, when we give something, we don't expect nothing in return. I didn't sell you this thing.
I know, I don't want
I
to be rude,
gave
but,
it to you as a present, and it's shameful for me to accept money that I gave it as a present.
Wow, that's beautiful. You see, I knew that he wouldn't like me offering him money for the gifts, but I just wanted to show the world what happens when you offer a Palestinian money for their hospitality, for their generosity. And that's why you see in my videos that people give me stuff and I don't pay them or anything because they would just get mad probably. Sometimes I try. Welcome to Palestine.
Plastic plastilina, shish mi Palestina, Berlin Medina.
So we're going to Jalazon refugee camp. A house was bombed there today, and 2 days ago, 4 people were killed there. So we'll see. They want revenge. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. Merhaba. Wow. They still have the coffee here. So the reason I'm not covering my face with a cloth is because we don't want to attract too much attention. So I'm just going to blur it this time. Wow, this is very recent. Look, I think this might even still have coffee. في قهوة بيدك? Leave this here. And here we have some fresh coffee. We've got lots of eyes on us, so let's go and talk to them or get out of here.
مرحبا.
مرحبا.
صار اليوم كيف ليش نزل البيت هون اليوم؟
والله هذا الشاب المحترم الشيخ باجت نخلي.
نعم.
هذا قبل اسبوع اعتقلوه.
نعم.
وادعوا انه الزلمه ارهابي وحماس ومش حماس.
نعم.
فكنا مستهدفين.
نعم.
لا تبع حماس ولا تبع الدنيا.
نعم.
فمن الحقد اللي فيهم
نعم.
فرنوا عليهم قالوا لهم اخلوا الدار.
اليوم.
امبارح
ايوه.
قالوا لهم اخلوا الدار ففكرنا انه بمزحوا.
نعم.
ما شفنا الساعة 3 الصبح الدبابات جيت وهالجرات
حاصروا المنطقة.
سكروا المنطقة وبلشوا ضرب فيها.
انت عايش هون؟
ابني وهذا البيت بيتي.
نعم.
هم
نعم.
هذا زلمه بيصلي بيعرف الله ماشي دغري. فالاحتلال هذا بيعرف انه هذا حماس. فمش قصة شغلة حماس ولا قصة كذا. كل الشعب الفلسطيني مستهدف من الاحتلال هذا، لأنه هذا مش احتلال، هذا مجرم. يعني هذا إنسان قتل الأطفال في غزة بيرمي عليهم قنابل. طب الطفل شو ذنبه؟ الطفل اللي عمره سنة هذا براجم؟ يا أخي في ناس بتدافع عن أرضها، بندافع عن أقصانا، بندافع عن بلادنا. هذه بلدنا. وين نروح؟ إحنا وين نروح؟ إحنا عشنا هنا. أنا عمري 48 سنة وأنا عايش في المخيم.
And you were born here as well.
في الجلزون. أنا أصلي من بيت نبالة، لاجئ. طردونا من بيت نبالة وجابونا هون. طب وين نروح؟ يعني هاي أولادي.
ما شاء الله.
هاي أولادي هذول وهاي
مرحبا يا شباب.
يعني إحنا لو بنموت وبقطعونا ما بنطلع من دورنا. مش رح نطلع من دورنا. يعني مش هيك بينزلوا بيضربوا. امبارح يوم الخميس ولد عمره 16 سنة ماشي على الشارع طخوه فوق طخوه في كلبه ولا سوى إشي ولا عمل إشي ولا راجم. بعدين أنت بتقول لي حجر. شو حجر بده يسوي بدبابة؟ حجر شو بده يسوي بدبابة؟ بعدين هذول مجرمين. يعني هذول بقول لك إحنا الشعب الفلسطيني داعش. طب أنو داعش؟
They're accusing us of being ISIS.
يعني هم هالكيت عندهم فكرة في روسهم إنه إحنا كل الشعب الفلسطيني داعش. طب إحنا مش داعش يا عمي. صحيح. إحنا مسلمين. صحيح. إحنا بدنا نعيش. صحيح. شو أنت معك سلاح وإحنا معانا حجر؟ شو أنا بدي أدافعك وتدافعني؟ دار فيها 6 عيال. 6 عيال وين راحوا؟ شتتوا بالشوارع. أطفال وحوامل. الاحتلال هذا من يوم من 47 لل 46 وهم ضرب فينا. ما بعنونا حماس ولا بعنوا فتح ولا بعنوا سلطة ولا هذول يهود إرهابيين. هذول بدهم يهجرونا بدهم يقتلونا. بس إحنا بنقول معانا الله ولا بنقدر نقول غير هيك. إحنا ثابتين في أراضينا. إحنا ثابتين هان. إحنا يعني غزة بتسوي وبتعمل عشان مين؟ مش عشان الأقصى. الأقصى لمين؟ ما هي الأقصى لكل الدول العربية. لكل المسلمين. فإحنا مستهدفين. إحنا بس فلسطين مستهدفين. بدهم يقتلونا بدهم يذبحونا بدهم يخلونا نهجم هالبلاد. لا يا عمي ما بنهجم هالبلاد.
وهنا في البيت في ماء في كهرباء يعني
الماء بتيجي كم مرة؟
كيف عايشون؟
أسبوع بتيجي مرة.
في أسبوع؟
في أسبوع.
لا
الكهرباء شغالة طول الأسبوع بس المي بيجونا في أسبوع مرة. في الدار هذه في 8 عيال. ابني هذا متجوز هذاك
متجوز؟
أنا وأخوي.
مبروك يا حبيبي.
يعني هذول صاروا حياتهم يكونوا خايف. يعني بيطلع مش راح يرجع. هذه الدار فيها 14 ولد و4 بنات و8 نسوان.
To own a land in here is very expensive, and to build a house is very expensive. So when they demolish a house like that for them, that's pretty much.
Did you build your house?
لا أنا وأخوي وأولادي كنا مع بعض. نشتغل وبنحط. أيوه هذا مسكين. يعني هذا أولاده اللي بيشتغل مش إله لحاله. يعني هذول أولاده اتشتتوا. نعم. طب مش حرام؟ صحيح. هذا عدو بده يطلع. بس لو بموت وتشيل إسرائيل ما بنطلع من بلادنا. إحنا عايشين هان لو بطخونا بطخوا أولادنا. يعني شايف ابني هذا لو بطخوه قدامي بقولوا له اطلع من الدار بطلعش. إن شاء الله عمره بطلعش. وين أروح؟ يعني أنتوا جايين تبليتوا علينا وجايين وبتقولوا بدنا سلام وإحنا بدنا نعيش معاكم وبتقتلوا في الأطفال. حرام. يعني أنت بتروح يا نتنياهو ولا يا دولة إسرائيل يعني تفتشوا أنتوا قويين. ما في أقوى منكم رب العباد. أنتوا طغيتوا في الأرض مرتين. يعني في القرآن مش مني ومنك. الأطفال هذا شو ذنبه؟ هذا الولد شو بعرفوا شو الانتفاضة؟ هذا ولد مسكين بتقول له روح على الدكان بقول لك بخاف من اليهود خوف تخوني. هيو ولد بتقول له روح على المدرسة هيها على الشارع الرئيسي. بتقول له روح على المدرسة بقول لك بخاف بالاخص بعد بخاف تخوني بعد الاحداث. يعني هذه المدرسة فيها 1500 طالب كلهم اطفال. بيت ايل بعيد عن المدرسة 100 متر. بيت ايل بعيد عن المدرسة 100 متر. بيجوا عليهم بخوفوهم بيرموا عليهم غاز بيرموا عليهم صوت بيرموا عليهم. طب هذول اطفال.
يمكن نشوف كيف بيت هون في المحاين
داري. يعني هي هان عايش ابني. وهان عايش اخوي. فوق عايش ابن اخوي.
يعني كل
العيله موجودة هان. يعني امي ابوي انا خالتي مرت اخوي ثنتين عنده اولاد. هو ببني هان وانا ببني هان. وهي الدار عندنا. يعني هي هان الدار عندنا شويه غنم بنعيش من وراهن.
واو.
بنسوي حليب.
واو.
وشو بدنا نسوي؟ بدنا نعيش. هاي داري هذه امي.
السلام عليكم.
بنت قديش؟
تعرفنا.
ختيار عمرها 76 سنه، وين بدها تروح؟ هاي قاعده هيك، هالدار هاي المطبخ، هاي غرفتها، هاي دورنا. احنا هاي دورنا، هذا الولد بيجي عندي.
ولا حلو البيت.
الحمد لله. وين نروح؟
مش مبسوط. مش مبسوط.
انا ببقى خايف، بقول لك خايف. انا اولاد صغار بيبقى هذا، هاي المدرسه قباله بقول لي يابا في يهود بطخوني، لانه شايف مسكين ولد عمره 7 سنين بخاف وين بده يروح. هذول جيراننا نفس الموال. يعني اصبحت حياتنا زي جحيم. انت بتنام ما بتشوف الا اليهود فوق راسك، ما بتنام الا اليهود فوق راسك. طب انا بكيت قاعد هان وهم غادوا بصوت علي بده طخ.
وانت شو بدك، شو حلمك يعني؟
شو حلمك في الحياه؟
نعيش مبسوطين مرتاحين يعني.
بده يعيش مرتاح وهادي البال، يعني فيش عندهم انسانيه، فيش عندهم. بعدين بيطبلش عليك على الباب وبخش، بحط على الباب قنبله، بفجر الباب وبعبر، ولا ما بتشوف الا هو فوق راسك. انت نايم ما بتشوف الا اليهود فوق راسك. بياخذوا ابنك قدامك، بيكسروه قدامك وانت بتقدر تسوي
بدون رحمه ولا
ان حكيت بطخوك وبطخوا ابنك.
حاطين على الارض،
حاطين غال مسكين، هجموا عليه،
حطوه على الارض وخبطين
عليه. قالوا انت ابوك داعش ويضربوا فيه.
هذا ابنه.
طلع الاسلاك والكهرباء.
شو اسمك؟ شو؟
ليا
ما شاء الله. That's the bulldozer that took down the.
Oh, yeah, I can see. Wow, this is today.
Yep.
Right over here.
This is the 16-year-old kid that he just left the school and he got shot in the heart.
اليوم فيش هوية، معك شوية بأخذوه. يعني اليوم أخذ واحد عمره 15 سنة.
Allah.
15 سنة.
They only issue your ID here when you're 16 years old. He was 15 and he told them I don't have an ID. They said no, come, and they took him. They didn't believe him. That's the house before it was demolished. This is the guy that was accused of being a terrorist.
Did he kill anyone?
هل قتل حدا؟
لا.
He didn't kill nobody. بيقولوا حماس يعني.
هم بيدعوا إنه حماس.
They're accusing him.
هو بيصلي.
كله يعني إرهابي.
بيمشي مع الناس. اجتماعي.
أيوه.
يعني بيساعد الناس. بيمشي مع الناس. حدا بده مساعدة بيساعده. عاملينه زلمة محترم. وهو محترم.
نعم.
فاليهود بتقول لك هذا حماس. واليوم قلت لك إياها، إحنا كنا مستهدفين. كل الشعب الفلسطيني مستهدف. يعني أنت بدكش ترفع راسك، بدكش تتحرك، بدك تضلك محشور، ممنوع تحكي. يعني سجن، انت عايش في سجن.
واحنا كنا في السجن من قبل، يعني هو السجن بس هسه السجن بلش.
يعني ابني، يعني هذا ابني بقول له الساعه 8 تبقى في الدار، انا خايف عليه.
يعني المحاين سجن.
احنا في سجن.
ولا سجن بس احسن من غزه.
طبعا احنا يعني اليهود صاروا متوغلين، يعني بكون شيء زمان. يعني انا حضرت انتفاضتين وهي الانتفاضه الثالثه. ما بكوا هيك، بكوا يضربوا غاز، بكوا يعتقلوا الواحد ويخل للام ما تخافيش، معزز مكرم. اليوم لا، بقتلوا قدام امه.
شكرا على القهوه.
اهلا
سلام.
ان شاء الله مستقبل جاي ان شاء الله.
حبيبي سعيدي، حياكم الله، الله يقويكم ويكون سعيد.
سلام باي شباب.
سلام
معك.
باي شباب. باي. مرحبا يا شباب.
مرحبا شباب.
My name Jorge Luis Borges. بورخيس.
هو من
أنا من أرجنتين، بوينوس آيرس.
ميسي.
ميسي حبيبي.
أنا بحب ميسي.
I will tell him.
I have no idea how you have guts to enter a refugee camp. A house was demolished today. 3 people were killed last week, and you go into the camp and you enter a house of a neighbor of whose house got demolished. And I am an Arab, Palestinian, Muslim, and afraid to come in here.
Thanks for letting me take you.
For real, this is the first time I enter a house in a refugee camp ever in my life.
The night after the refugee camp, I went to Hizma Area C to wait for Amal, who was on her way in a taxi from Tel Aviv. Our intentions were to spend the night in Ramallah and then in the morning go to a Palestinian orphanage and end the film with a fundraiser for them. It was a long wait, so in the meantime, my friend Saud and I were hosted by some local Palestinians who gave us coffee and some good conversations. So when the taxi arrived in Hizma, you were stopped by the police.
Yeah, I waited for a couple minutes there and they saw that we were parked and waiting. And understandably, they have approached me and started questioning me. They asked me where I was going. So I said Ramallah. They asked me for my ID. Understandably, it was surprising for them that I would think about going to Ramallah in this wartime.
And you said to them that I'm in Ramallah.
Yes.
Now, we made a big mistake. There was some miscommunication. She wasn't supposed to tell them that I'm in Ramallah.
Yeah, by miscommunication, he means that he hasn't told me that I'm not supposed to stay.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it too much. It was a stressful situation. So they asked me what I was doing there. I told them I'm waiting for a friend to pick me up.
And then to go to Ramallah.
Yeah, and they asked me, who's your friend? And I said, Ido.
And Ido is a Jewish name.
Yeah, so they were very shocked. And at that moment, I have regretted all my decisions so far. Then Ido shows up, and what happened then?
Well, when I showed up, they started interrogating me. It was a short and aggressive interrogation. I said I was just visiting some friends in Hizma in Area C, which is completely legal, even during war, according to Israeli law.
Yeah, and then I retracted my sayings about Ramallah.
And then
they kind of accepted it.
And they also said that we are not matching our stories. That's what they said to me. Like, this guy's saying one thing, she's saying the other thing. But eventually I managed to convince them. I told them, no, I'm just in Hizma. And I also told them that I'm half Arab. Now, that was implying that I'm half Palestinian, but I'm not, obviously. But it still has some truth to it because my dad's parents are from Baghdad, Iraq. Arab Jews from Baghdad, Iraq.
They have actually took me aside to question me and to make sure that I'm safe, that like nobody's taking me against my will. And I explained that to them. And then at that moment, I told them that, okay, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going back to Yafo and that I'm taking you with me. And that is how they actually let us go.
Yeah, and also by the fact that me being an Arab, I'm allowed to be in Ramallah. That's how I got away with it. They took a look at my Israeli ID, and you can't tell by the Israeli ID if I'm actually half Palestinian or not. So that was the way that I lied my way out of it. And then we were back on our way to Tel Aviv, Yafo.
Yeah, I believe that if I hadn't said that we were going back to Yafo, they wouldn't have left you alone.
So the following day, we were supposed to go to the orphanage, meet the kids, talk to the director of the orphanage, but all of that was cancelled when they found out that I'm a Jew. I wanted to donate the money that I made since the 7th of October for a good cause, for obvious reasons, so I ended up sending it to a soup kitchen in Colombia. If you want to help them out, there's going to be a link in the description to the video that I filmed there 2 years ago in Santo Domingo, Medellin, Colombia. But if you want to support me specifically and my independent journalism, then go to my Patreon, patreon.com/Saluki, where you get exclusive content, you have a podcast, you have a weekly Q&A, and it really helps support this channel and make it grow and enable me to keep going. If a membership isn't your vibe, you can do one-off donations on buymeacoffee.com/Saluki. This time,
do it.
No, I want to say peace in the Middle East as I usually do, but this time I really, really mean it. So peace in the Middle East, inshallah. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And I love you.